An entire village hated a child. Imagine that. Not for anything he did, but for something sealed deep inside him, a power too terrifying for anyone to understand. From the moment he was born, this boy was an outcast. No parents to comfort him, no friends to play with, just the cold glares and whispers of everyone around him. He was alone, utterly and completely, in a world that saw him as a monster, a burden, a threat. Every single day was a battle, not against a physical enemy, but against the crushing weight of their prejudice, their fear, their absolute rejection. He could have broken. He could have given up. He could have turned bitter, angry, and resentful, just like they expected him to. But instead, something incredible happened. This boy, against all odds, chose a different path. A path of relentless optimism, unbreakable spirit, and a heart so pure it could melt the coldest hatred. He decided he would not just survive, he would thrive. He would not just earn their acceptance, he would earn their respect. And ultimately, the child they hated, the boy they shunned, the outcast they feared, he would rise to become the greatest hero they had ever known, the leader of the very village that once rejected him. This is his story, the ultimate underdog tale of how a simple kid with nothing but determination and a dream changed an entire world. So, who was this extraordinary child? His name was Naruto Uzumaki, and the thing sealed inside him wasn't just a metaphor, it was a literal, mythical, nine-tailed fox monster. Think of it like a superhero with a secret, terrifying burden, but instead of being celebrated, he was feared. The villagers, devastated by this monster's attack years ago, saw its essence in him. They didn't see a boy. They saw the past, the pain, the potential for destruction. They treated him like a living ghost, a bad omen. Can you imagine carrying that weight? Being judged for something completely out of your control? Never knowing a parent's hug or a friend's unconditional trust. His childhood was defined by loneliness, by empty swings in playgrounds, by meals eaten alone. He craved connection, belonging, a simple acknowledgement of his existence. But every attempt was met with avoidance, with fear, with outright scorn. It was a brutal reality for a young soul, a test of spirit that most would fail. But Naruto wasn't most people. He chose not to let their hatred define him. He refused to be a victim. Instead, he made a promise to himself, a defiant roar against the silence of his isolation. He would become someone important, someone recognized, someone legendary. He would become their Hokage, their village leader, their protector. How do you go from being the most hated person in the village to its most beloved leader? Naruto's secret weapon wasn't some hidden power. Not initially, anyway. It was his unstoppable belief in himself and, more importantly, in others. He was loud, he was clumsy, and he definitely wasn't the smartest kid in the class. But he had a heart of gold and an unyielding will. When others saw enemies, he sought understanding. When others gave up, he tried again and again and again. He learned to channel his frustration not into anger, but into a relentless pursuit of strength. Not just physical strength, but the strength to protect his friends and his village. He proved his worth through countless acts of courage, loyalty, and self-sacrifice. He showed them, one person at a time, that he wasn't the monster they feared. He was the protector they needed. He formed bonds with allies who believed in him, even when the rest of the world doubted. Slowly, painstakingly, he chipped away at years of prejudice, not with force, but with genuine kindness and an unwavering commitment to his dreams. He demonstrated that true leadership isn't about power. It's about earning trust, inspiring hope, and lifting others up. And through it all, he never forgot what it felt like to be alone, which made him fight even harder for everyone else. Naruto's journey is more than just an epic ninja tale. It's a powerful blueprint for anyone who's ever felt like an outsider. It teaches us that rejection doesn't have to be the end. It can be the fuel for an extraordinary beginning. It shows us that true strength isn't just about what you can do, but who you choose to be, especially when the world tries to tell you otherwise. He wasn't born a hero, and he certainly wasn't handed a perfect life. But through sheer grit, boundless optimism, and an incredible capacity to forgive and connect, he earned the love and respect of an entire village, becoming their ultimate champion. He proved that even with a demon inside, even with a past full of pain, you can still become a beacon of hope. His story reminds us that with a pure heart and an unshakable belief in your dreams, you can overcome any obstacle, transform any prejudice, and ultimately lead your own incredible destiny. So if you've ever felt like the world was against you, remember Naruto. If this story changed how you think about overcoming adversity and earning respect, subscribe to Veltrix for more inspiring tales of transformation.